What's up, book nerds? My name is Tara, and today I want to do some Booktube shoutouts. So I've been doing this for a little while. I've got a little bit of an audience, so thank you to all of you who watch. And I have discovered some booktubers that I really love and want to give shoutouts to. And this was a hard decision for me to make to do this video because I felt like it feels so bad to give shoutouts to some people when there's like 50 people whose booktube channels I really enjoy. But these are the first of many shout outs that I plan to give to just maybe show you some people that I'm watching that I think are cool, or to give you some recommendations, and also to give some appreciation to people whose content is definitely being appreciated by at least one person in the world. So I started with 5, not because I'm ranking people and these are my 5 favorite, but just because these are 5 that immediately came to mind as 5 that have very different focuses, so that you get a little bit of variety in this video. The first person I want to give a shout out to is Samantha at Thoughts on Tomes. And even though she and I read completely different things, so I don't know that we would have like a lot of reading tastes that intersect, that's exactly why I like her, because I have certain types of books that I like to read, but I like to also be exposed to things that I might not otherwise pick up. And Samantha not only reads just such an interesting variety of books and has such very different opinions on some books than I do, but she also goes into a really good review of all of them. She either does a gush, or she does a rant, or sometimes she kind of combines those and gives very specific reasons how she feels about each of those and why. And maybe one day I will be able to be so good when I do my reviews, because right now they are a hot mess. And she has been sort of my role model on how to do that. She's always just so poised in front of the camera. She is also a grad student, so I know she is balancing all of the things that I'm balancing and still making it work to produce high quality, interesting content on a regular basis. So if you haven't seen Samantha's videos, I highly recommend that you check those out. The next booktuber I love is Ashley at Climb the Stacks, and I probably don't comment on her videos as much as I should, and that's mostly because I'm working through her back catalog right now. So she is a former grad student. I believe she's finished her PhD in religion, so she is very smart, and she has a fascinating reading history. She talks about it in a lot of her videos, about how she didn't consider herself much of a reader and then came into reading and found her identity as a reader, lost it a bit in grad school, completely understandably, and then now I love her view on reading because she sees herself as someone who seeks to kind of expose booktube to a greater variety of books. She reads a lot of classics and a lot of literary books and talks about them in a way that is not pretentious. And I think that's what I appreciate the most about her, that anybody can watch her videos and get excited about wanting to read the books that she reads. And so I appreciate how she has great discussions and talks about all of that. Like, I'm not just pulling this out of the air. She's discussed a lot of those things in her videos. And you really can, if you want to go back and watch videos from her, she has so many great discussion videos that could fill your watch later section in YouTube for hours of great content. So highly recommend Ashley's channel. The third blog I want to recommend is Rachel at Awaken Reading, and she, like me, is a newbie to this whole booktube thing, so she doesn't have the thousands of videos, well, not thousands, hundreds that Ashley has, but every video that she's done so far has been something that I feel like I can comment on, and that we have a lot of things in common, because she also wants to be a librarian and works in a library, and she just has a wealth of knowledge that I don't even know that she knows can be tapped for excellent YouTube videos. So Rachel, you should get on that and continue, and don't ever quit booktubing, because I will watch all of your videos. But she has just clearly comes from a family of readers, clearly has an appreciation for reading in its most broad sense of kidlit and YA and adult literature. And I wish her the best in her future library school journey, and hope that she continues to be a part of this community even when all those papers are due. And I highly recommend that you check out her channel, because she's a wonderful person and I love her. The fourth channel I want to give a shout out to, it should be not really a surprise. It's Mike at a Slice of Mike. I mean, it's Mike. You probably know Mike. He's kind of a big deal, but he was one of the first people that I communicated with when I started BookTube. He was one of the first people to ever comment on my video. He is so nice and just so connected to so many people that you can tell that he really is not just viewing himself as like a one-way content creator of he's going to make these videos, but he really wants to interact with people and have conversations about books. And so he's made several great recommendations for me, and I've watched him, you know, give recommendations to other people and talk about books that other people have read with him. He works at a bookstore. He reads a lot of different kinds of books, but he doesn't just read them blindly. So his reviews are excellent, and I look forward to seeing more from him as he continues to grow his YouTube channel. And finally, I highly recommend Arthur's channel over at Chapter Select. He is a book blogger, but what I love the most about him, what I love most about Arthur is that he is clearly very intelligent. He is intelligent in a way that you can tell that he's reading his books and pulling out details and information and really making me think about them, but also in a way that he can be funny. And I appreciate that. His puns and the way that he puts together his video editing and the whole package is just there. So that's what I appreciate the most. But what I appreciate the second most is that his channel has such a great variety. He does his Deliberating Disney series. He has some more personal tidbits. He does book reviews. He talks about books, and he also does the actual like content of the books. So he really gives me something a little different every time he's got a new video posted. And I love when I see new things from Arthur in my to watch, what is that called? My video lineup for the day. So those are 5 booktubers whose channels I definitely think you should check out, and do know that there were, I kid you not, like 50 other people that I could have included in this. So rest assured, it is not a snub if I didn't include you here. There will be many more of these videos at appropriate intervals of time to give shout outs to those people. But to everyone on BookTube, thank you for creating the content that you make. Thank you for keeping going, even if you take a couple weeks off because exams get really stressful or you're just not feeling it and you need some self-care. I will always be here waiting for you whenever you're ready to continue posting videos, and I will continue watching them as you do post them. So BookTube makes me happy, and you guys are just the smartest group of people. And so this is my shout out to all of BookTube for just being awesome. So thank you for watching. That's all for now, and I'll see you next time.